Yo, what's happening? It's your man Valentine, baby, coming from On Da Grine. This is the show that's gonna give you all the up-and-coming cats who are trying to make it to the next level. Then we sit down with all the cats who have made it. Man, this is where it all goes down, y'all. This is On Da Grine TV with Valentine, baby. You know how we do it. On the show today, we got my man. You may not recognize him on the street, but you're gonna recognize him after today, Mr. James Picard. And then, for your viewing pleasure, we got a great group releasing their first solo, our first debut album, I guess it is. You're getting ready for Chatterton Eve. You know what time it is. It's On Da Grine, baby. Let's go.
Just silhouettes in the night, black against the velvet blue. They'll try to cut you down. Don't let it shake you. For something better? Are you waiting for something new? And when you're ready, I'll be long gone. Wait, who are you? Little white lies, little white lies, little white lies. Winds of change keep trying to find me. I can't be moved, and you keep trying to fix me. Oh, I can't be soothed. I can't handle your beauty. You're a constant reminder, and I mean no cruelty when I walk on by without words. It's okay if no one gets hurt. It's alright to tell a little lie. Oh, but no, 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 honey. Don't even try.
Chatterton Eve.
Hi.
Man, what's happening? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Now, if nobody knew who you were, I mean, introduce yourselves.
Me
Well,
personally,
you personally.
or I am Becky.
Yes,
I'm Emily.
And I'm Meredith.
Meredith. Now, how did the name Chatterton Eve come about?
It's actually it's a mix between one of my middle names, which is Chatterton, very British name, and Eve is Becky's middle name. So
yeah.
So you missed somebody.
we started playing together as a duo.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then
okay.
yeah,
So who's the latest member of the group then? It was
Meredith.
Meredith.
We
Okay.
actually just added a drummer on, so he's not here right now, but
Ah.
his name is Colin, so
Okay.
he's the newest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, you got an album,
I
right?
do.
I mean, how hard was it to get this album done?
A lot of hours.
It was so hard. It was so hard. It took us a year from writing the songs
Yeah.
up into releasing the album. It took us 7 months from studio to release. I don't know how many hours we spent in the studio. We worked with 2 different engineers,
Right.
Ryan Marchant and Andy Schichter, and it was our baby. And we had to fundraise actually to make it come together.
That's what On Da Grine's about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how much emotion, I mean, what kind of emotional connection do you have with the creation of this album, though?
Tons.
I think everything we create, all of our music,
Yeah.
is such a huge part of us that anything we put out is so deeply connected to a certain emotion or circumstance.
Mhm.
So hugely connected.
Where's the inspiration from, though, behind the lyrics to, I know the song that we heard was, what was the song that we heard?
Little White Lies.
Little White Lies. Now, where's the emotion, where's the inspiration behind that song?
As far as the lyrics go, it's written about a friend of mine was having trouble with another friend of hers, and that's where I drew the initial emotion, and then building off of that, for me it was heartbreak,
Okay.
and just a boy.
And then we all come together to write the actual melody and
Yeah.
stuff.
The melodies come from a great deal of
Yeah.
stored emotion that's
Okay.
always kind of sitting there and ready to be let out. So
Now, when the album was done and you heard that's a wrap, I mean, what kind of relief was that?
I think it didn't hit us
Yeah.
until we actually got the physical discs,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just.
it feels like it never really ends because there wasn't ever like an ending point. It was like, yeah,
Right.
we've done it. Now we're moving on to the next stage of, promoting it and dealing with the fact that our feelings and our art is now a living
Exposed.
thing. Like,
Exactly. You know what?
Tangible.
yeah.
I know I have an album somewhere, but what's the album called?
Phrenology.
Phrenology. The name, where did that come from?
You guys can take this one.
Well, I'm actually a psychology student at UVic, and so phrenology was a study that was used way back when, but Becky tied it in.
So it has to do with certain emotions and certain parts of your head, and each song was from a different emotion. So I figured, you know what, this is phrenology. This is different emotions, different places of my mind
Okay.
and of our minds
Nice.
coming together. And
Okay.
So it just tied together nicely.
It did.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys weren't musicians or artists, what would you be?
I'd be finishing my degree, which I am doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do something entrepreneurial.
Okay.
I want to start a label and do something animal rights,
Okay.
advocacy related.
Nice.
I would go into archaeology or astronomy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get you down the grind question because we're going to try to make sure we get everything in for y'all. On the grind question. Everybody out there who's trying to be, Chatterton Eve, but not finding any success, not finding any love from nobody. They're doing CDs, but nothing's happening. I mean, what can you tell them to inspire them to stay on the grind?
My personal advice to them would be to network
Okay.
hugely, check your ego at the door,
There you
stay completely grounded, and make sure that the people around you are grounded, and don't listen to negative things. You're going to hear it all the time.
Right.
Just keep on going. You
There
just
you
have
go.
to keep going.
Nice.
It's literally a grind. You just have to go in with the mindset of just don't give up.
Right.
It's just all about staying true to your art and your soul and just like go with that, and the good things will come to you.
There you
And
go.
I know you're supposed to be there too. If it's
Right.
something that you really love, that's your place.
There you go.
And always look on the bright side and realize that good things will happen.
Nice. A defining moment for you guys? I mean, if you had one?
Defining moment. Well, I think of our album release show.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought. Our album release
Yeah.
show and playing the songs that we had been working on for a year.
Or even just hearing the recorded version of Little White Lies. Like we just
Mhm.
heard it last week or the week before, and I was like, it's amazing.
It has cello in it by Clara Chandler, and
Nice.
it's just so beautiful. It was recorded by Jesse Carr, and it's just, I sound a little egotistical, but I love it so much.
It's your baby, though.
It is,
Yeah.
it's our baby, and
Yeah.
I love our baby.
What's next for y'all? I think a tour or something like this? You guys on a tour?
We're heading to the East Coast in May, so we're
Okay.
going to be playing in Canadian Music Week in Toronto. We're doing a
Nice.
showcase there, and we're planning a tour around it.
Okay.
So we're just working on planning right now.
You guys got any shout outs?
I would like to give a shout out to Christian Cassidy, who did our wonderful art.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Take 'em, see.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's a really talented artist, good friend of mine, and
Right.
yeah.
I'll shout out to Liz, who is my best friend, makeup artist, and my
Okay.
mom.
Nice.
And I shout out to my mom. She's always come to all our shows and given us lots of support.
All right.
I'd also like to shout out to my mom and my dad as well.
There you go. I was
They're
going to say.
amazing influences.
How about Twitter, Facebook? Where can people reach you if they want to?
Oh yeah.
Can they buy the album?
Yeah,
iTunes?
absolutely. Bandcamp.
Where can they get it?
Bandcamp.
Okay.
ChattertonEve.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
We have Twitter. Our username is Chatterton Eve, our handle. Instagram, our handle is also Chatterton Eve, one
Okay.
word. Facebook, Chatterton Eve /Chatterton Eve. YouTube /user/Chatterton Eve.
We are
everywhere.
everywhere.
You are everywhere.
I got
Okay.
the bases covered.
I want to thank you guys for coming.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
You
so
know,
much
much.
for having
When
us.
you getting ready to do something else, come and talk to me and we can get it done again.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That
We
would be
love
wonderful.
that.
Yo, next up, man, this dude is amazing. Mr. James Picard. Stay tuned for this, y'all.